Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Friday, and yeah, this week was it was full of economic news, high impact news actually. So yeah, but at the end of the day, we managed to recover whatever that we lost actually a few days ago, or actually last week. But yeah, I think things are going back to normal. The market is starting to push the upside. Inflation is also pushing lower, which is very, very, very good thing, right? But don't forget to smash our button, subscribe, so that you don't really miss other updates, right? So let's see what's really happening on the market. As you know, I'm going to start with the NASDAQ, the one. Actually, this is my favorite pair. So what's really happening on the market? Actually, when I say it's my favorite pair, actually I trade only NASDAQ it's quite some time now doing this, and it's been like seriously good. When I add other pairs, I don't know if maybe just because I don't really have enough confidence trading them, I mostly lose. You see, so but what's really happening here is, yeah, I see that the market is actually doing what? The market at last is actually pushing to the upside. The market is pushing to the upside, which we're going to call this what? An uptrend. Even though we are still actually at the very, very, very lowest stage. Actually, let's see where the market was actually previously. You can see we still have to reach these areas, guys. We still have to come back around 16 and 17,000. That will take some time, maybe around November or whatever. We might reach there. It's possible we might reach this area, even though we know that the market is not going to just go straight up. The market will struggle along the way. We're gonna have some economic news, and that might push the market up and down along the way. So, but what do we see here? We see that the market actually gave us some very nice setup. We see that the market actually does what? The market actually creates quite similar structures. Consolidate, push up, consolidate, push up. Even here, the market is consolidating. So what are we expecting from this area? I'm expecting the market to do what? To also push the upside. So I'm just waiting for actually a nice breakout. Then I'm gonna take that buy, because it shows that actually the market is still continuing on that bullish momentum, which is something that we want. This is something that we want actually. So yeah, but around half past 2 today, there is retail sales. It's also high impact news that can also push the market to the upside. But this week, every news that we had since last week Friday on a NFP, whatever that actually the news, they were actually in favor of our index. The dollar is still, let's say inflation is still going lower and lower, even though they still think it's still a bit high, but at least it shows the positive side. That's why we saw the market trying to push the upside. Yes, along the way we also lost some of the trades, even though it's now visible that now the market is actually playing around this area. But for us, just to not lose unnecessarily, it means we have to wait for the market to break out. We have to wait for the market to do what? To break out here, or maybe the market might also respect this area and start to consolidate before we see maybe another push to the upside. But since it's Friday, I think we're gonna see the market flying. I think we're going to see that. So anyways, let's push to the next one. Let's push to the next one, which is US30. US30 also actually pushed to the upside yesterday. This is 4 hours time frame. It seems like US30 is actually recovering very quick, like seriously very quick than NASDAQ. So what we see is, yes, the market was actually, you can see the market previously was on a bearish momentum, but the structure that we have currently is not that clear on our side. It's clear that we are on a bullish momentum, but it's difficult to connect our support area because the market is aggressively pushing to the upside. Just look around this area. The market is aggressively pushing to the upside, so it's difficult to draw a support area. But this gives us clues that one way or another the market is going to give us those cells so that we can able to connect nicely. So now what I see is I see that the market actually created previously actually created a sort of a resistant area. You can see some resistant area, and we broke out of that actually yesterday. So I'm expecting the market to come around this area. Maybe when the market opens, the market will be around this point, then around that point, and then maybe we'll expect the market to push up, unless if maybe the market will keep pushing lower. So this time US30 is pushing, guys. US30 is like seriously aggressively pushing to the upside. But for now, if the market doesn't really reach this area, already the market created something for us, which is this area. We're going to call that another resistant. So this is going to be our resistant area. If the market doesn't really reach this point here, because it's actually aggressively on that bullish move, so if it pushes up and break this area, then we're going to say we buy. Or if it comes around this area, if we see a trace that it's respecting that, then we're going to also go with the buy. I think the market is gonna go on a very nice bullish move until actually next week, you see. So let's push to the next one, which is actually gold. Please don't forget to smash the subscribe button, please, guys. Smash the subscribe button, so that we can actually add some very nice content for you. So yeah, sometimes we get busy, guys. Also, don't just expect maybe daily and like every day, because sometimes I also have to work on myself. I also have to trade. I also have to make money on my side. So that's why sometimes I don't really actually send the daily analysis. Plus, we also have some issues with whatever the load shading, stage 6, stage whatever. So that is seriously also like aggressive. So what's really happening on gold? We see that after already the market, you can see it's on a bullish momentum. So we had this very nice structure here. We saw the market actually breaking out, which was clear. Then the market came back again. You see around this area, I also drawn something there. Then we see that the market is now doing what? The market is continuing with that. Yes, gold is also like seriously on that bullish move, but we just expect a small push lower, then we can continue buying. Push lower, then we can continue buying. We don't just buy at the top, because even though the market is actually on a bullish momentum, if you buy here, there is a chance that you can still lose. Once you lose, then the market pushes up. Then you'll think maybe the market is just going against you, and that won't be true. Sometimes we are wrong. If we are wrong, let's take that and say, you know what, we just need to maybe wait for the market to reach certain areas before we actually think about entering. Okay. Yeah, so let's push to the next one. I think it was GBP, whatever. Okay, it's fine. We are actually on EURUSD. What's really happening? The market on EURUSD, you can also see here that the market is pushing to the upside. This shows that the dollar, at least it's losing that momentum. So this is good actually for the dollar. It's not like it's bad, because at least the inflation is pushing lower. So now we see that euro is pushing to the upside. So we want to see where can we buy this thing, so that we don't just buy at the top. So let's see. We have this structure. Actually, we have a counter trend line, which is actually a support area. So you can see the market is creating something like this. So where we are now, we can actually able to buy. We're just waiting for the market to give us that sell before we think about buying. I hope you can see that the market is actually at the top, right? So let's push to the next one. I don't know which one is this. GBPUSD. Okay. Oh, this one is also good. What's really happening here? You can easily see that yes, the market is actually on a nice bullish momentum. This is 4 hours time frame. You can see that the market was creating this nice higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then you can see the market is also doing the same thing. So for us to have a very nice buy, obviously we have to wait for the market to push a bit lower before we push up. Sometimes, not sometimes actually, always patient will actually save you in the market. But even if we've been in the market, sometimes we get lost in the market and we lose. But at least when you know that, oh, it's like now I'm doing too much, let me step back. But if you don't know, you just continue, and then at the end of the day, you learn the hard way. which is actually very, very bad, because you will be losing. Yes, we're still losing even today, but we understand and we know how to recover. When the market is in our favor, we recover. When it's not, we lose. But it's difficult when you just trade and you don't actually know when to recover. You see, that's the problem. That's the difference between someone who knows how to trade. People who actually know how to trade, they also lose, but at least they can also recover. But someone who doesn't actually know what they're doing, they lose, but they don't actually recover. So it means you're just donating. So what's really happening on GBPUSD? GBP also is pushing on the to the upside, even though it's not that aggressive. We saw our market actually creating this sort of a support area. Now it's pushing up. So on this type of a structure, we're just waiting for the market to give us a higher low, then we jump. But where we are now, it seems like the market created a resistance, and you see this point here, and also here, they make a very nice area. I think the market actually around this, you can see, I think the market might bounce here and start to push the upside, as we are actually on a bullish momentum. We are actually on a bullish momentum. If we draw something here, maybe you will see that the market, it's actually making sense that the market is touching those areas and pushing to the upside. Actually, that is a nice bullish momentum also, but a bit slower. Let's push to the next one. Okay. USDJPY, this will be the last one. What's really happening? You can easily see that the market actually, yes, the dollar was very, very strong, pushed. You can see before we were on a very nice bearish momentum. We kept selling. Then the market broke out. Then after the market broke out, actually now it seems like the market is quite struggling. And now again, the market tried to push the upside. Since the dollar is losing that momentum, we see it here that the market actually already created something for us, which we can call a resistance. And it seems like the market is unable to break that. So with this type of a structure, I'm just going to create something like this. I'm going to remove this, because that was something that helps me to know when to sell. So around this area, I think we're gonna have to use this as a support area, or the lowest level that we have. So I think the market is gonna reach that point maybe before we see a very nice push to the upside. You see, so you can see that the market is actually doing what? Then the market might reach this area before we push up. If we need to buy, obviously we will have to wait for the market to break this resistance before we can say it's time for us to buy, or the market has to touch our support area before we can say we can buy. So thank you very much, guys. Please don't forget to smash the subscribe button. If you feel that the content it was like seriously useful for you, you can smash the subscribe, you can like, you can share with your friends. For those who want to be part of the team, if you want to be part of the team, there is everything that you need to know on the screen. You can pause that and just see. You can just find my contacts or my WhatsApp a link. Just click that, it's gonna take you straight to my WhatsApp. Then you can talk to me. Which service do you want there? So thank you very much. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Thank you very much. Bye.